In the Unresolved Problems segment tonight, a messy divorce playing out on international television. Heather Mills, the estranged wife of former Beatle Paul McCartney, says she's fed up with unfair media coverage and wants her husband to do something about it. She took her complaints to the airwaves this week.
They make up such lies, you know. They've called me a whore, a gold digger, a fantasist, a liar, the most unbelievably hurtful things, and I've stayed quiet for my daughter. But my daughter, we've had death threats. I've been close to suicide. So upset about this.
I know you're...
I've had worse press than a paedophile or a murderer, and I've done nothing but charity for 20 years.
Her media blitz even included some big American TV interviews.
When we first split, I said to Paul, I'm going to be crucified. I'm going to have a modern-day stoning. You know why we split. You know the truth. They don't need to know the details, but you need to stand up and say, I am responsible for the breakdown of this marriage. You'll be a hero because people know it's always two parties, but in this case, it's very heavily one-sided. I said, if you say that, I'll walk away with nothing and we'll do a very gentle and quick divorce. And he promised he'd do that. I have evidence of that, and he did nothing.
Joining us now from Los Angeles, entertainment reporter Shira Lazar. All right, Shira, this is like a road trip to me. She's an international road trip, like a rock band would do. I think she's on the road really to try to move things her way in terms of getting more money in this divorce settlement. Your take?
Yeah, it's very self-destructive what she's doing, don't you think? It reminds me of the girl who cried wolf. Heather's been crying wolf since she began in this marriage, and at this point, no one's taking her seriously.
You know, Shira, she compares herself to this Kate McCann. She compares herself to Lady Di. She says she's got this information in a safe somewhere where everything will be revealed if she gets, I think she says, topped off. And, you know, is she just really becoming unhinged here?
It's becoming like a detective story, don't you think? I mean, this whole Lady Di thing, the difference is it's a role reversal here. Everyone loved Lady Di. They do not like Heather, and they haven't liked her since she married Paul back a few years ago. At this point, you know, she could leave with $40 to $120 million, but a lot of insiders are saying that she's using this, she's going on a media tirade, building ammo for herself to perhaps get even more than $120 million.
Is that what we're talking about here? I thought the number was somewhere around 40. You're saying it could be going as high as $120 million. I mean, she's married to the guy for like, look, I'm all for a woman getting half when they, you know, have had a marriage where they both worked and stayed together. She's been there, you know, less than 4 years, and she's going to get like $100 million.
Well, also, John, let's remember there was no prenup here, so that says a lot. So I'm not saying he's walking away doing well in this case, but she could go after him for much more. And a lot of people are saying this is the ammo which she is doing to perhaps get even more than that.
Shira, you know, the question is, why did McCartney marry her to begin with? You know, his daughter, Stella, warned him about this. Was this just on the rebound? I mean, he had that great marriage, never spent a night away from his wife, they say. Is this a rebound and McCartney's paying the price for that?
Well, who knows? I don't know why he exactly got into this relationship. It seemed like they were doing well, that they were really in love, and they got married. But yes, people, the British press, everyone has been saying horrible things about this marriage since it started. And the British tabloids can be harsh. And also the British people, I mean, a lot of people look at Paul McCartney. He's a god to a lot of people, and they will do anything they can to make sure that no one attacks him, and they'll do anything they can to secure his position, which he has.
Shira, my wife has a bumper sticker up on her bulletin board that says, "Still mad at Yoko." I wonder if this lady is about to supplant Yoko as the most hated member of the Beatles family. What do you hear about this?
Well, let's hope that we're not hearing about Heather Mills 10 years from now. She's milking this as much as she can. And the problem with her is she had a porn past. It's not like Heather had a career. And this is why a lot of people disrespect her. She didn't really have anything before Paul, and so there's no reason why she should have anything now.
Is there a possibility, though, in this whole thing, Shira, that we could see somehow the staining of Paul McCartney? Are there things you think that, you know, all these secret tapes, recordings, this, that?
Yes.
I mean, could he be stained, Sir Paul, get hurt through this?
A lot of people, I think he can be somewhat stained, and but the problem is that's what she's trying to do, and people hate her so much that no one's going to want to listen to her at a certain point. Having a rock star, she's saying that there were the tapes that were saying he was addicted to alcohol and cannabis, and surprise, surprise, a rock star who's addicted to alcohol. I mean, come on, what surprises are there? But she's creating a vendetta against the McCartney family. It's pretty obvious here, but at this point, no one really respects her, so I don't know how much importance all these tapes are going to have in her case.
You know, I don't know about that. McCartney's on a pedestal, and if bad stuff comes out, people are going to pay attention. As to whether she's discredited herself or her story, I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Just wish thing would settle down. Shira, thanks for being with us. Plenty more ahead as The Factor moves along this evening. What do terrorists think about celebrities like Rosie O'Donnell and